Hi, I am Black Cat. I am going to do some tarot readings for you, political tarot readings for you, 4 of them. And here we go. I'm going to just show you the cards. I'm not going to make you have to look at me the whole time. So anyway, here we go. I'm going to take it down and I will let you know what my first question is, which is regarding climate change. I want to know, will the world be able to avert major catastrophes before it's too late, kind of thing? Will we get it together before it's too late is really what I want to know. I'm using a different tarot deck tonight. And I hope you like it. And the name of it escapes my mind at this moment. I can't believe I forgot it. I'll probably remember it by the end of the night, in the time I'm doing these readings. So climate change is what I'm asking about. Will we be able to turn it back or turn it around before it's too late? Or are we going to just end up, asphyxiating ourselves? For lack of a better idea how to present that. I'm gonna cut it a couple of times, cut my deck, like so. Okay, climate change. I think I'm gonna go ahead and do a Celtic cross on this. So first off, we have 3 of Cups. Bad influences, people just doing what they're doing all the time, not necessarily paying too much attention to it. Ace of Cups crossing, that means there's a big wake-up call coming, as we know. There's been quite a bit of research and study on what to do with it. That's underlying it. 9 of Wands. There's a lot of, and there's also a lot of pollution that we have to take care of in order to move forward. 9 of Swords is in the recent past. We're all starting to wake up and realize that this is not going to get any better. We really do have to. We're all worried about it. 10 of Wands is on the top of the reading, which means this is kind of where we are right now. We're going to have to really work hard to change the outcome. It's not impossible, but it's tough. Ace of Pentacles. It's good because I guess this is a good card in that we have an opportunity here. If we put our resources into climate change and trying to fight it and taking care of our earth better, we have a chance. We have a chance to turn it around or at least stop it. Where we are right now is 4 of Swords. We're just kind of off. We're all tired. We're tired from having to go through the COVID and the different upheavals that we've had, both politically, spiritually, every which way, financially. What's surrounding us is the Empress, which there are possibilities here where we can really change this around. Pregnant with possibilities. The Empress, that's a good card. That's the surroundings. It's like a lot of people really want to do something now, so that's good. Our hopes and fears, it's a Death card. Well, yeah, that's pretty much it. And if you look at that tree and everything, pretty much dried up or burned up. Everything's kind of dead. So that's our hopes and fears. But our outcome is Knight of Pentacles. It looks as if there are going to be a lot of people that are putting money, companies and other governments and the world. We have a chance. We have a chance to make it better. So if we put enough research into it, we just might make it happen. The Magician comes up next. As far as the thing that we have to watch out for is governments like being in cahoots with oil companies or whatever and keeping the progress from happening because of worry that we're not going to have enough energy. There's this worry that we're not going to have enough energy. Discretion is also known as judgment in the Rider-Waite tarot. So it's just a matter of time whether or not we're going to be able to pull this off. But we're going to try. We are definitely going to try. So that's kind of a positive reading for the climate change. If we all pull together and if business gets behind it and starts putting money into it, we may be able to really turn a page there. So that's good news. My next question has to do with the great state of Texas. God love them. I used to live there, so I have a right to criticize. My question is, will Ted Cruz be called to testify regarding his part in the January 6th insurrection? And will he be held to account? Will he suffer some sort of consequence from what he did, what his part was in the January 6th insurrection, the freaking treasonous attempt at overthrowing our government? Is he going to be, called to testify, and will he be held to account? So I'm going to do another Celtic cross. Ace of Cups. There's a lot of people that want him to be held to account. Three of Wands. Yeah. And they're also looking overseas. I mean, Three of Wands is overseas influences as well. Eight of Wands is the underlying influence, so there's a lot of information coming in quick and fast regarding Ted Cruz. Seven of Pentacles is the recent past, and that means that he has made a little bit of money, and he's been kind of hanging back there, trying to be in the background, not paying attention, just being a good, swamp eater, good bottom-dwelling swamp sucker. Kind of where he's been. Ten of Wands. Oh, there's tons of evidence on him already. I mean, yeah, it's like going to be a load, but yeah. Ace of Pentacles again. Interesting. So that tells me there's going to be moneyed information regarding what his part was in the January 6th insurrection. Nine of Swords, that's the card that represents him. He's worried. He's worried. He's just a little bit worried. He's not sleeping well at nights. Nine of Wands is what's surrounding him or in his immediate environment, which means that he's kind of buckled down and he's trying to carry the load, if you will, of his guilt. He's worried about totally losing his political career over this and or possibly going to jail because of the death card there. That's not ever a good thing, in hopes and fears. And then the final outcome, Knight of Pentacles. That is not real positive either. I'm not really happy with that. So I want to do another reading because that just tells me that he thinks he's going to get away with it. That's not really telling me all I want to know. Plus, these cards, you saw me shuffle them and cut them several times, and they're coming up with the same cards, and I'm wondering what is going on here. So let's do another shuffle on Ted Cruz. Just see how Ted Cruz is doing. How about that? Let's see how he's doing right now. I'm going to do 5 and 5 on this one. 5 across, 5 across. Just like 2 5s across. It's kind of like what Autumn does, but I always do one extra 5 across using the bottom of the deck just to see what the underlying influences are. So we're going to do that right now. 5 and 5 on Ted Cruz. Getting, 10 of Swords. He's not doing well, dude. This is what I got on the first card. 10 of Swords. That's not good. The Hierophant. Ooh, he may be getting in trouble with the committee here. It looks like they've already kind of let him know that he's on the hot seat. Page of Wands. That's news of movement, news of action that's taken against him. Two of Cups regarding his involvement with his little sweethearts on the MAGA side. And then we have, ooh, the tower. Ooh, that doesn't look good. Looks like he's busted, man. It looks like he's busted already. Underlying it, Knight of Pentacles. There's moneyed interest regarding, you know, what I'm thinking here with the Knight of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords, it's almost like he's getting his funding pulled. It's almost like his donors are going away. So that could be possible. The next card up is the World and the Hierophant. So I guess that has to do with the fact that everybody knows Ted Cruz is lying Ted. I mean, just like Mr. Trump told him, you know, portrayed him a long time ago when he was in the primary with Ted. He called him lying Ted. Well, that's one thing that I have to agree with Mr. Trump on, is that he is lying. He's lying. King of Swords is underneath the middle card here of Page of Wands. So that tells me that they're on to him. And then the Lover's card is up next with the Two of Cups. Hello, he's in bed with those MAGA guys, those guys that are fascist and want to uproot the government and did all the stuff on January 6th. And then Two of Wands, overseas influences, and we got the Tower right next to it. So, you know, stay tuned, but I think he's going to get his comeuppance. I really do. So that tells me better than the first one did. Okay, so let's move on from Lion Ted. Let's go on to Terry McCaulif. I don't know if you guys know who he is, but he is a governor of Virginia, and he's actually former governor of Virginia, Democrat, who is now again running against this guy who is a Nazi, and his name is Glenn Youngkin. Glenn Youngkin. And it is so close right now. There's like a 47% for Youngkin. I mean, 47% for McCaulif, 45% for Youngkin, and then just the other ones are independents, but it's close. So is Terry McCaulif going to be able to, you know, keep or get back into being a governor of Virginia again? Because this is important. We don't want a Nazi to be the governor of Virginia. I just don't think that's a great idea. It's not a good look. White supremacist. Not a good look to be a governor of Virginia. I mean, I can't even believe that we're asking this, that I'm having to ask this question, because, you know, back when I was growing up, David Duke was a pariah. You know, everybody thought he was horrible. And now it's almost like accepted by the Republican Party. It's like, where are you Republicans? What the heck? Are you going to be fascist forever? That's another question. Okay, let's do Terry McCaulif. Let's see if he's going to win this governorship from this ridiculous Nazi Youngkin guy. Freaking white supremacist, taking money. You know, he's a Trumpster and he's a white supremacist. So let's see if Terry McCaulif is going to prevail. I'm going to do another Celtic cross. Knight of Swords. He's got law enforcement behind him. He's got the law, and, you know, aggressive law enforcement wants him to win. And he's, you know, he's going out there with all gusto as well. I saw him on MSNBC the other night, and he is raring to go, and he's raring to help Virginia. So he's coming out. And Three of Cups is the thing that's crossing him right now. And Three of Cups could also mean, not only does it mean the Democrats, but it can mean bad influences as well. If you look at it on a reverse side of it, if you look at it reverse, that's bad influences. So you just have to look at Three of Cups as like, okay, that's crossing him, so that might be helping him. Who knows? Page of Wands. That's underneath him right now, so he's having to really put the word out and get all his younger people out there campaigning for him to like make this happen. And then the Hermit has been in his recent past, I don't think he would have run again if it weren't for the fact that this crazy Nazi was running on the Republican side, and he felt the need to run against him to defeat him. So he was like happy in retirement, I think, and he ended up having to go back into it again. Nine of Swords is what is overarching the reading, so there's a lot of worry about this. He's worried about it. The Dems are worried about it. Everybody's worried that he may or may not win because it's so close. And then the near future is Three of Swords, so that doesn't look good for him. It doesn't look good for him. It doesn't look like he's going to win, unfortunately. This is the first time I've read on this, so I don't know. Ace of Pentacles is representing him. That moneyed interest, that he has a possibility of getting some more funding, possibly, or he has the answers to Virginia's problem. He is the one that could help, but then you have Page of Swords that is surrounding him, so there's probably a lot of people trying to sabotage him from the MAGA right. It's not a good environment to run in, and it's so close. And also, Page of Swords can be spy in the camp. It can be a spy in the camp. It can be illegal voting. It can be election fraud. It can be a lot of things, so that's not good. The next card is the Fool or Seeker in this deck. And I think the picture is worth 1,000 words. He's afraid it's not going to work, and it's just not going to work. And Death is the final card of this reading for the outcome. So it doesn't look like he's going to win, and it looks like, from what I can tell from these cards, it looks like the other guy, you know, this crazy MAGA guy, is going to win. Yeah, Four of Wands is next, and that's like Trump and his crew. And after that is Nine of Wands. So, yeah, they put a lot of work into this campaign. Hanged Man is the next one. That makes me wonder if there's some election fraud. Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups can be a Democrat. It can also mean a shady person, or a shady person bringing certain news that isn't quite right. If you're looking at it from the right, if you're looking at it from upside down perspective. Discretion is the last card that I'm pulling on this. Means judgment. And so we will find out. But from what I can tell, it doesn't look like Terry McCaulif's going to win, unfortunately. And if that's the case, then we're going to have a problem with Virginia. We're going to have a problem with fascists in Virginia, which is very unhappy news for me to have to bestow on you. And just know that this is just my reading of it, and hopefully I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. Okay, the next question I have is, who is making money on the supply system crisis, all the supply chain crisis? I mean, I want to know, why is this happening, and who's making money off of it? There's got to be some winners in this whole thing, because our inflation is going up so fast. So I want to know if it's like just because of COVID, or if it's because of something else that's happened, you know, that they're trying to like jerry-rig our supply chain, because it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. Okay, first card out is Queen of Pentacles. So there's money to be made. It's all about the money, honey. It's all about the money. Five of Swords. Looks like there were some real problems with people not honoring commitments they made, and they're okay, I'm going to supply XYZ and it's going to be on your dock at XYZ date. It looks like there's some problems there, and that probably has to do with COVID. Temperance is underneath the main cards, and they're just trying to keep everything in balance on some level. Ace of Pentacles, recent future. So there's money to be made. There's possibility, opportunity. Page of Cups is overlooking, you know, it's over the deck. It's like on the top. And that to me means like news about, oh yeah, we're having problems with it. We're having problems. And then you got Two of Pentacles coming out as the near future, which is juggling everything. So I think it really is a sincere problem. I don't think anybody's trying to screw anybody really on, you know, they're not trying to do it on purpose, okay? You got Three of Cups as the card that is representing the moneyed interest. So they may be having a little party with our freaking supply chain. There could be some graft going on, raising prices, artificial prices. Queen of Swords is the surrounding, and that tells me that they're being monitored very carefully right now. So that's good. Seven of Cups is they're worried that they're not going to be able to figure out what to do next. That's the hopes and fears card. And Seven of Cups is like they're kind of all confused and messed up and muddled up because of, I assume, because of the COVID crisis and lack of labor. Three of Pentacles is the card, outcome card. So there's money to be made. There's deals to be made. Things are going to get back into sync here soon. But at the same time, I'm getting Death as the next one. So there's going to have to be some changes made. Six of Wands. There may be some winners that aren't really supposed to be winning. And this King of Cups. We got like the Democratic government's paying attention. They're paying attention to how this is working. They're trying to make it, they're trying to fix it right now is what I'm getting. Three of Wands, overseas, imports, exports, trying to work that out, trying to, got your tentacles out, trying to figure out how to make this thing work. Ten of Swords is the final, and it's like until everybody starts working together, we're not going to have a great supply chain. So get your Christmas shopping done early this year is all I can say. And, you know, it's cheaper to be a vegetarian than to eat meat, because I hear the meat prices going up. Try not to drive as much, because then you won't spend as much money on gas. Okay, let's go on to the next question. Final question for the evening. It is, hold on. Where'd it go? This is a good one. I thought this was good. Will Putin ever be held accountable for what he and his troll farms have done to the U.S. and the UK? And this has to go, this is going back to all the stuff with Cambridge Analytica and all the stuff that was stolen back in 2016 and what the troll farms did to divide our countries. I want to know if Putin's ever going to be held accountable for all this, because I blame him. He's the start of it. He's the start of it, and he infiltrated Trump, and Trump is a useful idiot, as we all know. And so he just went along with it because Putin knew how to pull his strings. And because, you know, Trump loves money and women, it's not that difficult. You know, that's pretty much the only two things that ring his bell. So, and power now. He wants to be president again, which is such a laugh. It's ridiculous. So I have Judgment on the bottom. That's discretion. I'm going to do 5 and 5. So we have Eight of Pentacles. He's, you know, he's been working on it for a long time. He even had psychologists, you know, that he hired to figure out how to screw our heads up. The next one is the Magician. Go figure. He did a good job of that. He got us all messed up in our heads about who's who and who's good and who's bad. Five of Cups is the next one. It's like he's already done a lot of damage. Queen of Cups. it's like we know and we don't know. It's like I know about it, but I don't know about it. It's like we're almost, as international communities, we're not wanting to say it out loud because that would require us to go to war. So in a way, it's a good thing that we're not saying anything. Nine of Wands, he's still up frickin' figuring it out how to tear down democracies. He's not done yet. He's not even done yet. Judgment. Oh, and I got Ace of Swords as the next card. We need some truth. And that fell out as an aside card, so I'm just putting it over here to the side. We need the sword of truth. Underlying it all is judgment regarding, did I put enough money into it, regarding Eight of Pentacles. And also there's money trails, and there's so many trails on him. Everybody knows what he did. Five of Pentacles, he shut us out, man. He's a magician. He shut democracies out. He shut them out. He shut them down. It's been really horrible here. Knight of Cups is the next card, the false knight. And the Five of Cups is above it. So, go figure. Go figure. The following card is Nine of Swords. I mean, he's caused so much worry and divisiveness, and he's playing like he didn't have anything to do with it, so that's underneath it right there. And then the final card is Six of Wands. It's like he's been successful, dude. He has been successful in doing this. I mean, look at our country. I mean, we're really divided right now, and a lot of it has to do with Putin. He's the one that had the playbook. So, that's just all my opinion. For entertainment purposes only. What do I know? I'm just a card reader. I'm just a tarot card reader. But my intuition tells me that this isn't over yet, and we're going to have to continue to fight for democracy for the foreseeable future. So just get ready, folks. If you love your democracy, don't vote for fascists. Do not vote for fascist pigs that won't give women their rights to choose. That's all I gotta say. But on that happy note, I hope you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe if you liked it. Otherwise, just move on. I understand. Not all videos are for everybody, and so that's peace, blessings. Signing out now. I'll be back. Thank you for watching.